How's it going, people? I had to get this Facebook Marketplace up my face, dude. I ain't bothering with that. I've spent too much money this week. Yeah, I cannot get my freaking, my, PS2 to read my Dragon Ball Z game. I don't know if it's the disc getting worse somehow, even though I, you know, resurfaced it. I don't know if it's that or just, like, the laser on my PS2 going bad. Like, maybe it's too dirty or something. I'm gonna make my screen a little bigger here, my webcam. Get chat box up here, too. Make that a little bigger. Normally I do, like, a fancy border, but, that might screw up with the playback here that I have for the epilogue. So it's just gonna be whatever. Are we doing the Ash Pokemon run only run? No, that was last year. I'm gonna be doing, you know, a lot of what Ash did, you know, get all the starters and all that. But no, I actually plan on 100%ing the Pokedex in this shit. This is something I've been meaning to do. I mean, kind of for a while, but since I have the actual operator here, I mainly got it so I can, back up my save files, you know? And also, shout out to Jack, because I might have just wiped out his save file accidentally. Because, I'm going to have to open up this cartridge if this has a replacement battery in it, because I believe I exchanged the battery for it, like, years ago. And, when I last played through this, I think I got at least, like, 110 Pokemon, but for some reason the save file wiped out. I don't know if, like, I did, like, a weird glitch or something. But because I can back up my save files whenever, you know, I end the stream, it's not that big a deal. So, like, I'll make a whole folder probably just for this particular run. But yeah, I've been meaning to do this. Oh, I guess he can also be called Jack. I guess that's why he was called Jack in the other games. I just assumed the other files that I was going through, like on the other Pokemon games, I assumed Jack was like the name of the last owner. We're just gonna call him me. That's how legit we're doing this. There we go, we're Ryan. This is Gary. Just call him Gary. Who gives a shit? Gary fucking Oak. Ba-da-bum, ba-bum. Well, I am kind of tempted to actually play this later. You know, after I get off of work. I'll probably just play Leagues, but I can play this for a couple hours before I gotta leave. But yeah, I'm actually a little bit salty. As for the Tenkaichi run, either I'd get another disc on eBay, which is probably expensive, because it's an old PS2 Dragon Ball Z game. So, either that, or I'll just have to replay it on an emulator on my computer. Most likely it'll just be I played on an emulator, so. Oh, that's right, yeah, we gotta go north here. At least with this, I'll be able to get retro achievements. I don't think I had my retro achievements account even started when I had, when I was playing this last fall, so. And there's some really basic bitch ones, you know, like, win the Cascade badge, win the Pewter City badge, that kind of shit, you know. But this is gonna coincide with me playing Stadium sometime this summer. Like it was really either this or playing 10-2, and I'm not quite ready to play 10-2 yet, mainly because I haven't found like a good like 100% guide to follow yet. Yeah, Oak is breaking canon already, you're right. Because, yeah, to my knowledge, Oak did not just go out in the wild blue yonder and catch the Pikachu. You know, one thing I actually saw from a YouTube short, apparently, Ash's Pikachu was technically over-leveled for him. Because it already knew Thunderbolt, and it learns Thunderbolt, like, in the 20s. I was like, yeah, I could see how a new trainer would have a hard time handling, like, a level 20-something Pokemon if they've never done it before. So, no wonder why Pikachu was kind of an ornery bastard about it. So... It was caught in the wild is not tame yet. Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, I'd love to give Pikachu a name. I'm gonna leave him what he is. He's Pikachu. There we go. We got 129 normally obtainable Pokemon in this. I'm gonna be transferring to and from Blue, and whenever I get my copy of Red from like the other room, because I know I have Red. I'll use those three to get, like, you know, the other EVs and, like, you know, I know, you can't get Kakuna in this game, for example, because that wasn't, like, canon. Ash never got a Kakuna, so... Or a Weedle. Kakuna or Weedle is not obtainable in this game. No wonder Ash only actually ever won, like, 2 gym badges. The rest were just given to him. Yeah, there's technically a plot hole with, I mean, we all know he, like, cheated against, Brock's Onix, you know, with having, like, the sprinkler system go off or whatever. Like, he clearly cheated. Like, that should not have counted. They should have done a rematch, like, the following day or something. But if we're going, like, into the canon of, like, the actual... You know, how the games work. Brock's Pokemon are what, like, level 9 and 10? Something like that. Or 11, maybe, I think was his Onix. He technically should have stood no chance against a Pikachu if it was level 26 or whatever, whenever it learns Thunderbolt. Like, just stat-wise, it should have won. Then again, Ash was kind of a shitty trainer at first, so... You know, there's that. I gotta keep checking, I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I actually have, Old School operating at the same time. I'm just doing some AFK fishing in leagues. It's not that big a deal. I think, did I get the 25 mil cooking XP? No. I'm close, though. Yeah, I'll be checking that occasionally. I can be AFK up to, like, a half hour, I think, so... I'm just being a fucking nerd, pretty much. Wait, what? Oh, I actually got an achievement for checking his mood. That's hilarious. Yeah, he don't really like me right now. There's actually, like, I think 20 different animations that you can do with Pikachu here. It's actually kind of amazing. I only remember like 5 or 6, but I guess I just forget to interact with the dude. Can we get the town map yet? No. I guess let's just leave. I guess we're gonna go get a Oak's parcel or whatever. Get the free potion from this dude though. Thank you. I mean, this will kind of this is gonna share similarities with my Ash only run. Only I just have more options available to me. Do I still want to get a Mankey strictly for Brock? I probably should. Because that's actually kind of a hard challenge. Probably a good idea to just do that. I mean, I doubt I'll even be able to beat Brock this first stream, to be honest. I'm sure I can get to Pewter City in a couple hours, but... Well, then again, I'm gonna be spending a decent amount of time just catching wild Pokemon too. I gotta catch them all, so I don't know. I did clean the actual cartridge because for some reason my operators seem to be quite particular about recognizing the cartridge or not, which is weird. I guess the contacts were just dirty, so I cleaned it a bit with rubbing alcohol. Alright, so I got that parcel. Get Pikachu maybe to level like 7, 8. Probably level 8 would be a good middle ground. Because I know Gary has he gets a Sparrow in the first fight. We're definitely going to be grabbing a Pidgey at some point. I will probably get one around Viridian City. Or, not Viridian. Vermilion City. Because I believe, Pidgeys spawn, in, the... level 10 or 11 around there. That'll probably be the time to get it. Yeah, I ultimately want to catch all the Pokemon and also use the Pokemon from Yellow and to an extent Blue and Red. I want to use them to try to get Stadium, Pokemon Stadium 1, to go through. So essentially I'm training up a bunch of champions at some point. But a lot of research is required. I don't know how to do IV, EV bullshit, because it works very different in Gen 1 compared to every other game. So, we'll just see. Yeah, research is needed, though. Research is needed. But for now, I was like, got a couple hours to spare, so I might as well just start this at least. Might as well. If you're talking about Pokemon Stadium 1, I actually do have a legitimate copy of that game. It's Stadium 2 that's the reproduction one. And I did test it out, the transfer pack, I don't know if it was, just dirty or just, fucking weird. Through some trial and error, I actually managed to register Pokemon from an actual cartridge game to Stadium 2, even though it's a reproduction. Which I did not think that would actually work, to be honest. But no, Stadium 1, I have a legit copy of. I actually have 2. That guy that ripped me off from those fake N64 games, the one copy that was real was actually Pokemon Stadium. Because it had, a Blockbuster, sticker thing on it. From, when you would rent it as a, back in the day. So I know that'll be fine. And Stadium 2, that'll be used for, Gen 2 shit, essentially. So... Oh, right, yeah. Giving your parcel back. I'm not looking forward to doing shit like trying to level up Dragonair to level 55. That's gonna be a fucking pain in the ass. What I might actually do is, part of the way through my Yellow playthrough, I might actually transfer, a Dragonair from, Blue over, just for the EXP boost, and then have it kinda, sorta carry it through me, through the Elite Four, just to get a bit more XP, Because level 55, for an evolution, that's fucking nuts in Gen 1, in my opinion. So... Also, I believe there's a missable achievement. You can actually get Pokeballs. In Yellow, I believe they make it different. You get Pokeballs from another person here. Usually it's Oak that gives you a handful, but I think they changed it in this version. I might have to actually Google where to find these Pokeballs, because I tried to do it in Pokemon Blue, and I missed out on it. I mean, I'm not super... Yeah, you're a dickhole, Gary. I'll just fuck your sister for a town map. Yay, another trophy or achievement. 1 point. Woo! Let me actually look at the retro achievement thing. Let me look at the list. There's quite a lot. You can't see the interface, but I'm looking at it right now. It's a separate window. There's a total of 468 points, and I have, 2. So yeah. 127 achievements total. I have 2 achievements done. Pretty sweet, huh? Oh, it'll show you what's missable too, like defeat your rival on Route 22 before Trail of Pewter City. Yeah, you don't have to fight him there. Oh, that sounds adorable. Defeat Jesse and James of Team Rocket inside Mount Moon using only Pikachu. That's cute. We'll try to do that. Is it the one here? Yeah, 25 points for getting the legendary birds. That'll be nice. 10 points for getting Mewtwo. Obtain Bulbasaur, right? Obtain Charmander. And most of these, you would imagine, are just like what you do anyway. Okay, I'm not doing this playthrough because I fucking hate going through the dark tunnel. There's a navigate rock tunnel from Route 9 to Lavender Town without using Flash. I don't know about that, man. That's annoying. Yeah, there's like gauntlet ones that I don't really care for either. Defeat all trainers from Route 12 to 15 without leaving the Route 12 to 15 area. So basically just knock out everyone at once and then move on. I'm not doing that this playthrough. Fuck that, dude. It'd be nice to get the different Pikachu friendship animations, though. I mean, there's a lot of animations. Holy crap. Oh, that's it. Apparently you can use a fishing rod and then you can talk to Pikachu for like a bucket head animation. That sounds adorable, dude. Teach Pikachu Thunder or Thunderbolt, then talk to them. Nice. Yeah, I literally never knew about all these. I didn't know he had an animation after he learned Thunderbolt. That's fucking awesome. And there's a surprise Pikachu face in the game too. Have Pikachu be confused by the transferred bill and be amazed when he changes back. Like, some of this shit I've literally never seen, because that's how obscure it is. That's adorable, dude. Oh, and apparently... Well, most of these I won't be able to get. Celadon Game Corner, buy X Pokemon. Buy a Vulpix, buy a Wigglytuff, buy a Pikachu. Or wait, what? It says get a shiny Pikachu in Professor Oak's lab. Oh, as in like have it be like the data equivalent of a shiny? I'm not doing that. Fuck off with that shit. Yeah, I could have sworn there was one about getting Pokeballs. I guess not. Let's just leave. I don't want to dawdle here. Because my dumbass gotta leave in a couple hours. You think you could do it? Beat every trainer without leaving on Route 12 to 15? Alright. Go for it. Nothing's stopping you from getting retro achievements, Omega. I just like doing it on the original hardware. That's why I have this thing. And the backup saves is quite nice, too. And while I went to see Marin Funky, I actually traded a Pokemon with him through an actual legit link cable and a couple Game Boys. It was pretty sweet. Not gonna lie. He gave me a Rattata. And I told him, hey, maybe I can make him a champion. Let's find out. So, I would think I could use like Eradicate. I could probably use that at least in like one of the beginner cups in Stadium 1. I don't know. Probably. If I taught it the right moves. The shiny will be hell given how common shiny are. Well, and the thing is, like in Gen 1, like essentially it's a hidden stat to determine if the Pokemon's shiny or not. But the player has no idea to see that, and there is no alternate art for shinies in Gen 1. So, the shiny that it's talking about in the Retro Achievement, that must be in the game code only. And that's kind of insane to me. Like, what crack were they smoking when they decided on that? You could do the cave without flash. I mean, I technically could too, just really look at the fucking map on the side, but... I don't know. We'll see when I get to it. Like, I played at least halfway through Pokemon Blue, when I first got my operator. So, like, I already went through the tunnel. But yeah, that Pokemon Blue, that's how I'm probably gonna get my, that's probably how I'm gonna get my Dragonair. I'll get one in Blue and I'll transfer it over to here when I'm a good amount of the way through the game, and slowly level it up to get that Dragonite, because that's going to be one of the most pain-in-the-ass ones. I'm not even that worried so much about the Safari Zone shit, honestly. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that Mankey. Yeah, buy some balls here. You meant you could do the cave without flash? Yeah, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Yeah, just a lot of achievements. Probably eventually I would get through all of them. I know there's one or two I did on Blue. It was like defeat all the trainers, including the gym leader of like certain gyms. Like I think I actually did it for Lieutenant Surge. Or I did do it for Misty's gym. I know that. Like, basically knock them all out without leaving the actual gym. I have done that for Misty's and Brock's gym in Blue. So, yeah, I read that message twice. I just realized that. My bad. Yeah, we definitely need at least a Mankey before heading towards Pewter, because we need it for the low kick to knock out Brock's shit. I mean, we still need to catch shit, but the thing is, I don't really have a lot of money on me. I might actually try to do the one glitch to get a bunch of golden nuggets. I might do that. Just so I can afford shit to catch Pokemon. Yeah, as for getting a Porygon, I'm gonna have to get that another version of the game. I'm not grinding money in yellow to get, 10,000 coins. I'm just not doing that. That's fucking stupid. I believe it's the cheapest in Blue or Red. Like, I think the Porygon in that game is like 3,500 coins. So, unless I have the funky Kangaskhan incident where he got unlucky for hours. I mean, I could just not do it on stream. Ever thought of that? Oh, here's my Mankey. Not that it really needs to be Thunder Waved when it's level 5, but whatever. Just use a Thunder Shock. That'll probably do it. Yeah, that works. Alright, we got him. And that's, yep, that's another thing there. New data added for Mankey. An agile Pokemon that lives in trees, it angers easily and will not hesitate to attack anything, I bet. No, we won't give him a nickname. Unless you guys can really come up with a good nickname, I don't really care to give a nickname to anything. Except when I catch a Meowth, I'm gonna name it after Keiko, because that'd be adorable. So we might as well go back and heal. Taking your lunch break, having hot dogs at your grandparents' house. I don't know why it feels like a Sunday, not a Saturday. I don't know why. Oh, as for so I went to that estate sale one more time, pretty much just for grinsies. I actually got up kind of early for it. I think I woke up at like 9. I went up there. The Bear GameCube was already gone. I figured some other reseller or whatever grabbed it. I'm not really sweating it. Like, I was sort of tempted to buy it yesterday. But the thing was so fucking dirty. That's the main problem with it that I had. Like, I doubt anyone could really clean it up unless they just replaced the entire, like, unit or something. Replaced, like, the entire shell. Meowth attacks Jesse and James sometimes. Usually it's when he's sick of their shit. It's usually when they get scratched. We're gonna fuck up this rat here. When we have a bit more money, we are gonna catch these like Rattatats and shit. Like, I'll probably get enough money just from the Viridian Forest to get like the Rattata, the 2 separate Nidorans. See Sparrow. Actually, no, I don't think you can get Sparrow in this game, can you? No, actually, I think you can get Sparrow. I think it's just rare to find. Because I remember I had a Fearow, that was level 100 in a Pokemon Yellow playthrough, like, way back in the day. It was the absolute shit. Meowth is Keiko in Pokemon form, I guess. Yeah, this is not the best matchup in terms of actually wiping out the enemy. I just want Mankey to be, like, a little bit higher leveled. I believe Gary has an Eevee. And by a weird formula, it can actually end up being, 3 different evolutions. Most of the time, I usually have him get a Jolteon by the end of the game. But it can be a Vaporeon or a Flareon, so... Probably get Pikachu up another level here. Get him to level 9 just so he can fuck up that Sparrow he got. And luckily Gary's like a trust fund kid, so he'll give us a decent amount of money when we kick his ass. The only glitch I plan on doing, other than I guess the Nugget Bridge one. Okay, so yeah, you can get Sparrow in the game, huh? This early too. That's kind of nice. I just lost my train of thought. Well, it'll come back to me. Pokemon distracts me from all lines of thought. Oh yeah, as I was saying, the other glitch, the only ones I plan on using is the Nugget one, and the one to get Mew, which involves like doing a weird kind of warp trick on like one of the trainers, like north of Cerulean City. If you win both, it's Jolteon. If you win one and lose one, it's Flareon. If you lost both, it's the water Pokemon. Oh, okay. So I guess that's why I've always gotten Jolteon then, because I've always won the first couple matches. That's kind of neat, though. It's kind of neat. Yeah, I've just always had to be Jolteon. I guess I've always won. I mean, that's probably the easiest one-sided fight I've ever seen in a Pokemon game. Beating up that Eevee with your Pikachu that already knows Thunder Shock, like, pretty much, it kills it in like 2 shots. So, and I think one of the moves that Eevee, that Gary obtains has, like, Sand Attack, which is kind of worthless. So, you know. I'll tell you one thing that's gonna be a pain in the ass is dealing with fucking Sabrina. Sabrina has always pissed me off. Sabrina and the dude from the gym leader in Fuchsia City, Koga, I think. He's a pain in the ass too in yellow, in my opinion. Remember losing sometimes during the first fight. In like the sister games, I have lost to the rival before in the first initial encounter. I have had that happen. I don't think it's ever happened in yellow though. I think it's actually even happened in Gen 2. I think I've lost that first trainer fight. Probably just because your starter had like a bad stat spread or some shit. Not because of stupidity, because you like pure attacks over debuffs. Same. And that's technically like the meta. Like, it's better to boost your Pokemon than to debuff your opponents. And I'll have to keep that in mind when I play like Stadium. Like, I gotta basically do fucking study game when I play that damn game. But it should be pretty cool. I mean, I like the concept of it. I just wish there was more like an RPG aspect of it, where like you could do things outside of just purely fighting, you know what I mean? Like, I know they have mini games, but none of them look really all that fun. And what's another thing? They have, I mean, they have the GB Tower. I guess that could be kind of cool to play your games at, 2 times speed or whatever. And I'm kind of tempted to do that. I don't remember if this emulator has a speed up function, but that wouldn't be a bad idea to do. In like blue or red, just to speed through the game a bit easier. Get those exclusive Pokemon I can't get from this game. Or just grind for money to get the Game Corner coins or something. Like, that's not a bad idea. I believe this emulator, through the playback, I think it can go up to 3 times speed, I want to say. So it would help shave some time off the total play. Oh, your rival got a few lucky crits. That's how he fucked you over. Damn. That sucks, man. Yeah, it is Saturday, but, I mean, if it keeps on raining, I imagine it's not going to be that bad when I'm at work. But yeah, I'll just come back at 8 o'clock, and if I'm really in the mood, maybe I'll play more of this. I don't know. Like, if there's something else like an AFK in RuneScape in leagues and still get, like, points, that might be just a viable option. Because otherwise I'm just going to be grinding some stupid boss or something. Are you almost level 9, Pikachu? Come on. Might actually be better off going to fuck up some Pidgeys instead. Because I know the Nidorans are poison type, so I think they have maybe a little bit better resistance. Also, they're really fucking weak. Level 2s? Come on, man. Come on, man. Eh, fuck it. Let's go fight some Pidgeys and Rattatas over here. Ba ba ba. Oh, good. I did get my 25 mil cooking. That didn't take that long, considering I didn't play for shit. Now, if I could get 25 million fishing, which I'm about 4 million off, that'd be fucking great. And I'm pretty close to Rune Cup actually in leagues, so that's great. I'll just leave that go for longer. I wonder if this version of the game has like that weird achievement where like you earn like fucking 2,000 Poké Dollars in battle through using Payday, because that was a thing in the other game too. Oh, well, actually, probably not. I don't think you can get Meowth in this game, because that's a Team Rocket, Pokemon. Shit. Yeah, I'll probably have to get Meowth in Persian from, a sister game, then. I didn't even think about that. I know you can't, so at that same time, I can't get, Coughing, Wheezing, Ekans, or Arbok. Yeah, so. Have to get it from another game. I'll have to get a Raichu from another game too, because Pikachu, he will refuse to accept a Thunderstorm. Which I didn't actually know that when I was a kid. It makes sense. Like, I actually think it's kind of a cute feature of the game. Pikachu don't want to be a Raichu. He just don't want to do it. He wants to be himself. I mean, yeah, just retro achievements for all my Game Boy stuff. I think that's alone worth this operator here. Like, it's such a good device. When that SNES operator thing comes out, if it's like a decent price, maybe I would actually buy it. But you know, I'm trying to think like, you know, if it would just be for retro achievements, then I might as well just you know, play the same games with that feature supported just on an emulator. Like, why would I have to put in, you know, like a cartridge of like Super Mario World instead? Like, that just seems kind of stupid to me. I don't know. I just have a crap ton of Game Boy games, and I'll probably get some more. You know, since I played that Finding Nemo game, I believe I mentioned it. I have Finding Nemo also on the Game Boy Advance. It's probably kind of crappy on that too. I'm kind of amazed I even had the patience to play through that whole PS2 game. But I did, and I will probably never play that game again. So, can we get level 7 on this Mankey, and then we can go fuck up Gary here. Yeah, it is canon, like, for sure. Yeah, we'll definitely try to do the Team Rocket, defeat them with only Pikachu achievement. Because that's an easy 10 points right there, so... You know, the points I can get, man. I'm not even ranked on retro achievements yet, so... I think you have to have at least 250 points to have a rank on there. I was like, damn. I gotta get going. I think I maybe have like 90-some points. Like, I suck, man. There is a, there's like a hardcore mode that you can go in that I think doubles your points. I don't know if that's actually activated right now. Although today I'm not really sweating it. Because the only points I'm going to be getting this first stream is just single digits anyway. Like +1, and that's it. Fuck you up. Probably close to level 7 here. There's probably a speedrun challenge on Yellow too, if I had to guess. I'd imagine. Like, beat the game in under, like, 2 hours or something. Which would actually be pretty impressive. I think this is like 4 or 5 years ago. I actually sped through Yellow. I think I got through it in, like, around 6.5 hours. Which, to me, that's actually quite fast to get through a Pokemon game. I mean, it's not... it's not what I'd say is, like, significantly long, though. Or significantly impressive, I would say, in the speedrun community. But those guys are fucking freaks, so got that level 7. Let's go. Who knows? Maybe Mankey's actually pretty good mon to use in the tournament. I don't know. I'll have to do research, like a fair amount of research. Because they have certain rules in Stadium that's gonna vie out certain strategies that you could use in the main game. Like for example, like a universal rule is if you're on your last Pokemon and the opponent's on their last Pokemon, and you use a self-destruct move or like explosion, and both Pokemon faint, you are automatically a loser. Like the other player gets the victory. So you can't just nuke the last person for an easy win in Stadium. So I was like, yeah, I could see why they'd put that in there. Because people were probably doing that on the actual Game Boy games to fuck other players over. This is probably excessive, but I'm going to save before I face Gary. I think I'll be fine, but we'll see. We'll see. Forget it, you probably don't have any badges. Well, you don't have any badges either, so you're kind of talking shit to yourself there, buddy. Although he does have more Pokemon. Oh, I thought he actually had a third Pokemon. No, it's just the Sparrow and the other one, the Eevee. All right, that's fine. I actually wanted Pikachu to be first. Yeah, Mankey's a fighting type. Sparrow would probably fuck him up. Let's switch that out maybe. Yeah, it feels good to actually play Yellow, you know, legitimately. And I don't have to cosplay unless I really want to. Yeah, I'm positive I'm actually going to put that Ash outfit on when I play Gen 2. Do an Ash only run for that too. I'd have to actually research because like I didn't actually watch a lot of Johto anime back in the day. I watched a fair amount, but I doubt I even saw half of the Johto anime, so I'll have to look up what he actually caught in that. I know he had a Noctowl, and I know he had a Chikorita Bayleaf, and that's about it. I'd have to look it up. I don't remember. Maybe he got like a ghost Pokemon? Or that might have been like Brock that got a ghost type, I don't remember. Surprised they never added a feature where you can choose which Pokemon to send out first. You mean like even in the modern games? Well, I mean, Game Freak they're not... Game Freak's kind of fallen off. I was actually watching this video of this guy that had a really small fan base on YouTube, like maybe 9,000 subscribers. But he made a couple videos on like unpopular retro gaming opinions. And I kind of agreed with a decent amount of what he said. But one of the things that he said was Pokemon hasn't really been great since Gen 3. And he said like the last Pokemon games like he really enjoyed were like Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I was like, I mean, I kind of agree with that. Like, I still haven't played the Gen 4 remix. And I've said many, many times, Pokemon just kind of lost the magic after Gen 3. You know? It just lost... It lost the specialness, you know? Also, hell yeah, I got 5 points. Let's go. Did he have a Totodile? I don't remember that. I don't remember. I just know he had a Chikorita that turned into a Bayleaf that was like in love with him. Like almost excessively in love with him. Like, Bayleaf probably watches him in his sleep or something, I don't know. Okay, so now we're more or less prepped to start doing the Viridian Forest now, so gonna head there. Oh, one thing I need to do, I need to get that fucking world map out that interacts. That was, like, really fucking helpful. Shows you, like, all the hidden areas. A lot of items I've never even gotten. Because it's just been obscured to me. But then again, you barely have an inventory space, so there's that. Yeah, this guy had his coffee. So... yeah, go and show me how to catch Pokemon. It's not like I've already done it. Idiot! Wow, you fucked up, dude. Yeah, you go get some Pokemon balls in your face. You do that. See you, Grandpa. Yeah, another gaming opinion that guy had, I absolutely agreed with this. He was like, he said flashcards and emulation and, you know, like clone consoles are the way to go nowadays because it's just too expensive. He's absolutely correct. And you want to know why he would get why he'd get pushback from that? Is because of gatekeeping and elitism. That's the most nail on the head answer I have for that. That's the reason why it's so damn hot. That's the reason why everything's so damn expensive. It's not necessarily because of the resellers. Although some resellers are definitely doing a really bad job for gamers overall about this shit. But no, it's this elitism and the gatekeeping by these other people in the hobby. You gotta play on actual hardware, man. Don't pirate games. Nintendo's not getting any money. Nintendo's fine. Nintendo's fine as far as I'm concerned. My ultimate counter for that is I think Nintendo is good. You know, they were Japan's 9th most profitable company last year. I think they're okay. So fuck off. And there's there's no legal way to even like there's no official legal way to even play a lot of these Nintendo shit. Yeah, I know they have like the Switch Online and stuff, but it doesn't even have a tenth of their library from like the actual Super Nintendo or NES or GameCube. So like, I still think it's mind blowing that we've gotten to a point where like these super common carts like Pokemon, and I guess I'm technically guilty of it because you know like I did pay Pokemon Diamond. I paid that for $40 like about a month ago. But that was just to finish a box and manual. That's the only reason I actually bought that game. But yeah, $150 for Crystal. I refuse to buy. I'm just gonna get a repro of it, and maybe one day I'll get an official cart. I don't plan on it, or I don't think it's gonna happen. I already have Emerald, so that's fine. Even though it's like $250 right now. Now, Emerald is a dope game, don't get me wrong. Like, I could actually see for the Pokemon, for like the Battle Frontier, I could see that being a triple dollar game, honestly. Battle Frontier is just peak content. But if you're paying $250, which that's literally like, that's higher than my car payment when I still owed on my car, you're a fucking retard. I'll say that right to your face. Okay, so he had Pikachu, Bayleaf, Quilava. He had a Quilava? Hell yeah, dude. Totodile, Noctowl, yeah, I know he had a shiny Noctowl. Heracross, Vampires, Charizard. That's all he had for Gen 2? Shit. That's not a lot of wiggle room. Well, okay, so for the Pikachu, can you even catch a Pikachu in Gen 2? You might be able to do it if you go to Kanto, but I'm not gonna wait that long. I'll probably have to transfer a Pikachu from Gen 1 to it, which is fine. I'll just get a Pikachu at like fucking level 5 from like Viridian Forest. That's not difficult to do. I mean, as for the other starters, I might actually switch out Quilava with the Charizard. Even though I fucking love Typhlosion. Typhlosion always looked fucking cool to me. I might have Charizard in place of that for like my actual main team. But yeah, Phampi and Charizard... I think Phampi is considered a good Pokemon. Trying to keep it on the time here, but an hour and a half. Or I have an hour and a half, I mean. Oh, I'm going in circles, aren't I? Nintendo's just too stubborn to re-release games. That was his entire team lineup that he used? Gotcha. Oh, that's an easy Metapod to kill at level 4. It's just gonna use Harden. Maximum Harden! Yeah, just scratch the shit out of it. It's not that big a deal, dude. Level 10 Mankey? That's more than enough to take down Brock's team, I would say. Let's try to pump my Pikachu up here. Do that. Not that he really needs the level anyway for Misty's gym. This guy's gonna be the best? I don't know about that, bro. You sure about that? Pika! No low kick? I thought Mankey learned low kick. Yeah, he learned low kick. I'm good. I was like, I'm pretty sure Mankey learns that by level fucking 9 or 10. Yeah, just low kick enough. That's enough to wipe out Brock's team, so... We're gonna give all the XP to Pikachus now. And in a bit, I'm gonna have to catch more Pokemon then. Because I believe the Viridian Forest, I think that's the only place you can actually catch shit like Metapod and Caterpie. I don't think it's anywhere else in the game. Now, if I recall, I think Nidoran, female and male, they can also be found like around Mount Moon, so I might just get them there. Pidgeys are further along. I already have the Mankey. And I think Sparrow can be found further along, too. Let me actually look that up. Yeah, Caterpie Metapod's only here. That's what I thought. Pidgey... I was about to say, yeah, Pidgeys are fucking everywhere. So I'm not worried about that. Ratttas are fucking everywhere, too. Sparrows are... Yeah, I can just get a Sparrow, like, left of Cerulean City. What about Nidoran? Okay, maybe I'll go back and get the Nidoran. I might. And I'm trying to remember, doesn't Nidoran evolve into Nidorino at 18, I want to say? That wouldn't be too bad to just grind off of wild Pokemon. And then obviously we just use a Moonstone to get it to Nidoking and Nidoqueen. Okay. We can just scroll all the way down. I was about to say, yeah, Eevee, that's why that's there. Eevee we're given for free. Yeah, I guess we'll go back and... Because it might be a while to get a Nidoran. I mean, along the way, we can probably get this Metapod and... Well... We're gonna get a Caterpie first. Because I do not want to be stuck with a Metapod having to grind it up when it only has... When it only has Harden, that's just stupid. I'd rather just raise it from a Caterpie. So... Must have missed it since you were throwing your plate in the trash. It's probably a low percentage. Which Pokemon's a low percent? The Sparrow? I don't... to my knowledge, I don't think you can ever catch a wild Nidorino in any Gen 1 game. So that's why we have to basically raise it from the ground up. But yeah, let's try to get the Nidorans here. Because I can easily grind off of wild Pokemon to get those to 18, like, after, like, say my 3rd badge. Like, they can just chill in my, PC then. Maybe get a couple more balls, too, just in case I run out. Might as well heal, too, I guess. Nidoran or Nidorino. I mean, they're definitely more uncommon. I could always just get it off stream, but what's the fun of that? You know, that's why we're here. The only catching Pokemon I'm willing to do off stream is the Safari Zone shit, but even then, like, it would be kind of nice to just, you know, have it. Have the moment captured so you guys know I wasn't, like, fucking cheating or using, you know, Game Shark or some bullshit. Yeah, I only plan on using 2 cheats. Glitch from you and potentially the Nugget Bridge one, depending on how much money I really need. That's the Sparrow. We're getting that later. Because, just to not wipe as much, you know, not to absorb as much XP, you know, from the other party members, it's wiser just to get a Sparrow or Pidgey that's, like, in the teens already. That way I only have to level it up a certain amount. Also, holy shit, you're weak as fuck. Well, let me at least Thunder Wave you. I'm worried I'll knock it out if I attack. So, you know, you're paralyzed at least. Oh, and one thing that'll save me money, according to the game's code, I believe Great Balls are actually better than Ultra Balls because of some stupid programming. So, alright, that's the Nidoran female, I believe. So that's cool. Nice. Its large ears are always kept upright. If it senses danger, it will attack with a poisonous sting. Or no, this is Nidoran female. Yeah. I forgot the Nidoqueen is kind of like a purple color. And there we go, there's Nidoran male. Nice. And we'll do the same thing, just Thunder Wave and hope. I mean, we got 2 balls. We have a decent chance. If not, whatever, we'll buy some more. We got a little bit of change from the trainers in the forest, so... Ideally, I think the game actually wants you to waste money on antidotes, but I felt like the Viridian Forest isn't that big a deal to have antidotes, so I've always just skipped out on that, and yeah, I'm out of balls now. Eh, might as well knock it out. Fuck you. I watched a YouTube video about that several years ago. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Alright, we'll get more balls here. Oh, real quick, let me just check my RuneScape. I'm just making sure I'm still logged in. Shit, I could probably get 50 million cooking just from AFKing this. Holy shit. More points, after all. Okay. Now I have no idea why you need Paralyze and Burn Heal this fucking early in the game, but whatever. We're gonna be kind of a Chad and buy 10 of them at once, which is almost all of our money. This is why I don't like to focus too much on catching. Like in the very early part of the game, because you just don't really have much funds. Just looking for the Nidoran male, that's all we need. I probably won't use Mankey when he becomes a Primeape, just FYI. Plus, we gotta make room for the other starters too, so... I don't know if I'm actually gonna go with the ideal team for Red. Or for Ash, rather. You know, Snorlax, Pidgeot, the starters, and then Pikachu. I know I definitely want the starters, just because that's iconic as fuck. I'll probably switch Snorlax out with something. I'll still catch the Snorlax, though. I'm kind of tempted to get another Tauros, to be honest. That Tauros kicked ass when I did that Ash run. So, kind of tempted to stick with that. And I'll probably still stay with the Pidgeot, to be honest, just because Fly. I always enjoyed having a main Pokemon use Fly. It's always been nice. And I always thought Pidgeot was like a cool looking Pokemon too. With its like fucking like Cowlick, you know, going all the way back or whatever it's called. There we go, there's the mail. Actually, we can... It's okay if it knocks out the other Nidoran. If I could just weaken it like a little bit, that'd be fine. Sucks that mine is paralyzed right now, but... This is probably not going to be very effective since they're both level 2. And one's paralyzed with its stats lowered. Could you at least get it to like yellow? At least do that. Probably one more and it'll go to yellow. Shit, it might knock it out. There we go. That's good enough. Catch it. Gotcha, bitch. Oh yeah, got 4 out of 129. Or 4 out of 151. Mild-mannered Pokemon that does not like to fight. Beware, its small horns secrete venom. Okay. Cool. A little bit too late, but maybe I should have named them King and Queen. Would have been appropriate, and I would have known what it actually was, too. Oh well, too late now. Bom, 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 bom. Oh right, I wanted to put these in storage because we're not gonna use them. Even though they're actually pretty good Pokemon and can break the game if you know what you're doing. Oh, another thing that I'm gonna have to worry about is making sure I have an empty box when I catch it. Otherwise, it will refuse. Which I always thought was kind of ass. I think they changed that in Gen 2 so that it'll just like go to a next box. So, alright, we caught them. Let's keep going. I mean, we were damn near through Viridian Forest, so I don't know. Maybe we actually will take down Brock. I still got like a little less than an hour. I feel like I might have missed a trainer somewhere here. Did I? Did I miss a trainer somewhere here? Well, I missed an item. Got a Pokeball. Okay. Take that. I don't remember if you're a trainer. No. Oh, you are a trainer. Okay. Yeah, I do have a Pikachu. You want to touch it? No? Really, you don't think you knew that? Knew what? Bom, 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 bom. Yeah, I talk too fast. Sometimes I don't even know the sentence I said. Like 30 seconds ago. Bum, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, bum. Fuck you up. Oh, you didn't know that Nidoran in oh yeah, the Pokemon box? I thought you meant like you didn't know Nidoqueen and Nidoking is a way to break the first gen. Yeah, if the box is full, at least in Gen 1, it will deny you from catching any Pokemon. It'll just say, your box is too full. So I have to worry about aligning it to a different box if I think there's 30 Pokemon in there. Yeah, isn't that a dickhead? The most that can fuck you over is probably in the Safari Zone. So. But yeah. And, no, I'm not doing a fucking living Pokedex. I've always thought those challenges were kind of retarded, to be honest. Like, as long as you have all the registered things in your, in your game, then who gives a fuck if you have one of each? In some games, that's damn near impossible to do anyway. Oh, that's right. I wanted to catch a Caterpie here, didn't I? Yeah, I gotta spawn a Caterpie and grab that. Not a Metapod. Metapods suck ass. No. Pikachu would give her the Keiko treatment of the stage, probably. There we go, there's the Caterpie. And it's already level 5, that's actually good. That's good. I don't know, that might actually kill it. We'll gamble. Yeah, yeah, I got a critical, whatever. I think I'm actually gonna hold off from using a Butterfree. Even though it worked out really well in my Ash-only run. Just because we can use whatever. You know what? Go and switch to the Mankey. Use like Scratch on it. This thing only needs to level up, 5 times, so it's not really that big a deal to just babysit it. We'll probably do that a little later though. I don't feel like dealing with it. I mean, the first three gyms honestly won't be all that bad. Mankey for Brock, Pikachu for Misty, and then the third one, I've always just caught either a Diglett or a Dugtrio from the Diglett Cave. It destroys Lieutenant Surge, so. If you touch the feeler on top of its head, it will release a horrible stink to protect itself. That sounds disgusting. But that's nature, I guess. Got another Caterpie. Who gives a shit? I'm not even gonna fight you, so bye. Yeah, any fodder enemies for XP? We're better off just fighting the things that's in the next route up ahead. I think there's an item down here. Yeah. Definitely take that potion. Bum, 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 bum. There's actually a, if you wanted to use a glitch to get something, like, powerful, you can actually manipulate the game with that trainer over there to get, like a level 100 Mutaspawn or some shit. It's about manipulating the game code. I'm not really an expert in it. I just know it's a thing. Go and kick your ass. Alright. Yes, learn Quick Attack. That could actually help a bit. And get rid of Growl, please. I'm trying to debate if I actually want to give Pikachu a TM at some point, because I don't think I ever bothered to give him one when I did my Ash-only run. I mean, Thunderbolt, without a doubt, I'm going to give him. Because it kicks ass. I think there's a TM for Thunder so I can just pass that up and switch it if I change my mind. Although, if I'm going to use... I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Agility is kind of the way to go for Pikachu. I didn't really use agility back in the day because I wasn't aware of how the game worked, you know? Slam can be useful. Quick Attack's a pretty good early game move, though. Yay, in Pier City! I guess Pikachu likes me now, hell yeah. He's normal, at least. Pikachu? Yep. Yeah, I caught a Caterpie. Yeah, he's right here. So... yeah, I think I'm going to, well, I know just right after, I believe the Bulbasaur is literally right after Mount Moon, so there's really no need for me to train up the Caterpie just to have, like a grass bug type. So... now I'm gonna be bold. I don't know if there's a trophy for it in this particular game, but I'm gonna try to knock out all the guys here in one go. Should be pretty easy, because there's only one trainer other than Brock. So... yeah, talk to this nerd here, please. Yeah, Pikachu's worthless. That's exactly why we have the Mankey. I mean, you could use a couple alternatives. Like, you could use Rattata if it's trained up enough. Like, I think Rattata learns, what is it, Super Fang at some point? At, like, maybe level 14? That's a Diglett. And we're just gonna do this and fuck it up. We have 2 or 3 potions, so we should be okay, health-wise. I still don't know how the fuck a mole is using Scratch when you can't, like, see any claws come out, but whatever, game. Fuck you up. I thought Sandshrew was actually gonna use Scratch. That would have been shitty. Alright. Yeah, talk about... yeah, 3 potions, it should be fine. He might get lucky on some crits, but overall... he believes in rock hard defense and concentration, I bet. I sure feel bad for him, you know? He's only taking this job to support his family, pretty much. He'd probably rather chase ass. In the form of, you know, older women. I actually saw, like, a slight, clip from the show of, like, his mom and dad actually, you know, doing a Pokemon battle, and then afterwards they were, like, reminiscing about how they met, and I swear they were using, like, euphemisms or something. Like Brock's mom, I don't know what her name is or anything. I know his dad's name is Flint. She was like, oh, the way you threw your Pokeball was so amazing. I just like, what? Like, I'm pretty sure they were using innuendos or something. And then you know, they got kind of lovey-dovey, and I'm just like, no wonder Brock's all fucked up. His parents are basically both bums, and that's like the literal canon of it. They're both bums. They abandoned their families to do, like, their own shit, and Brock had to take care of his siblings. I think that's a lot of the reason why he's attracted to older women, is because he had to grow up so fast. Like, he's incredibly mature for a 15-year-old. That's how old he is in the fucking show. So... yeah, we got the Boulder Badge, whoop-de-doo. TM34, nice. Yeah, Bide isn't... it's not that good, to be honest. But hey, we got 5 points, getting the Boulder Badge, whoop-de-doo. So... I guess it doesn't have that achievement in yellow for knocking down all the opponents there in one go. That's fine. I think there's actually an achievement to go to the museum north of town. I guess we could do that real quick. We definitely won't have time to get through Mount Moon, because there's at least like half a dozen trainers in the way. There's actually a hidden item around here. I don't remember where it is though. But yeah, give me a ticket, bitch. That's a thing. Primitive and rare Pokemon. Yeah, this guy's into fossils. Look out for him, dude. Hopefully he doesn't steal it. And that's Kabutops, I believe. Yep. Yeah, that's another thing I have to do for another save file. I'll have to get the opposite fossil. So there's a meteorite that fell on Mount Moon. Cool. What's so special about Moonstone? Ugh. You bought a color TV to watch lunar landing? I bet that was pretty hype. That's a rocket. Space Shuttle Columbia, nice. I'd like to get that Pikachu off you, but it's too attached to you. Really? I mean, we kind of just met, but yeah, he seems to be fond of me. Yeah, there's certain animations that are missable, so I have to keep an eye out for that. Apparently, he has an animation where he'll be like scared and shit when you're in the Pokemon Tower. That's pretty adorable. There might be one where you're on a SSN. That would definitely be missable. Because when you get the shit you need from it, it leaves forever. An Outsider is a Pokemon that you get in a trade. It grows fast, but it may ignore an unskilled trainer in battle. Homie had some badges. Yep. Yes, I did check out the museum, actually. Yeah, the fossils were kind of cool, yeah. I mean... I probably should have deposited Caterpie. Yeah, all these trainers XPs, I'm just going to put in Mankey and Pikachu right now. Because we're going to get Bulbasaur pretty soon. And I don't plan on actually using anything from Mount Moon. I do have to look for a Clefairy, though. That's one thing I got to catch there. And just because I'm lazy, I might actually skip over some of the items in the place, too. Why even get that far? I don't have long left here. You think there's an animation for the Thunderstone? You might be right. Sounds like there would be. We'll see it eventually. Yeah, I just can't think of anything else to really play. Because until I get like my progress back in Tenkaichi, there's nothing I can do. I mean, I have other PS2s also. Like, I'm leaning towards my fat PS2. I think the laser is either dirty or starting to, like, malfunction. Because, like, the Dragon Ball Z game was in worse shape, you know, before I got resurfaced, but I still could play it for, like, 2 or 3 hours. So, I think that's very strange. I'll have to look up, maybe I can take, like, a Q-tip, like, maybe open up a part of the console. Take, like, a Q-tip and, like, have some rubbing alcohol and just, you know, kind of gently, touch upon the laser component. Because, I'm using the PS2, the older one that has, like, the drawer that comes out, so it's not, like, the top one with a slim where you can just pop it up and then just rub it with alcohol. Have fun beating Great Ape Vegeta again. I mean, that's partially why I'm hoping it's just the thing fucking up. Because I don't want to have to redo my progress. Those time battles are ass. Also, man, you fucked up my Mankey a bit. Let's get Pikachu in here. I'm so sick of talking to this guy, talking about shorts all the time. Like, come on, bro. What are you, Bart Simpson? I mean, might as well be Bart Simpson, but, like, not yellow and wearing a hat all the time. Oh, I wanted to test this out. I think I might have showed this earlier. Where'd I put it? I got this, I actually bought this from my neighbor. I need to test it out. So I have a hard time with earbuds, like, staying in my ears. So I actually bought this. It's like it's almost like a clip, you know what I mean? But I only paid $5 for it, so need to test that out. I would love it if I could just listen to this at work, but I don't think we're allowed. So we gotta listen to that stupid radio station all day. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to charge this so I can test it later. Boy, that is a tiny charge cable. Holy shit. Probably attached to that. I'm not sure where this plugs in. Oh, right there. Okay. I have no idea if that's even charging. Damn it, my neighbor might have ripped me off, guys. Oh, when I get that Bulbasaur, I might actually use the wrap technique to cheese the game too. And I believe I think Venusaur or Ivysaur actually learns wrap. Yeah, this is just annoying. Are you gonna knock out my Pikachu, or... I was about to say, come on, dude. Come on. Jerk. Oh, I forgot to get that fucking town map from Gary's sister, didn't I? Oops. My bad. Might have to go back and grab that on my own. Totally forgot about it. At least we got through Brock. That's really the only objective I wanted to do for this stream. We'll just try to clear the path to Mount Moon here. Oh, I think there's an animation here with a Jigglypuff in there. I'm almost positive. I think I've seen this before. Have Jigglypuff sing and then check out Pikachu. Yep, that's a sleepy boy. Adorable. And I guess we woke him up without using a Poké-Flute, so that's cool. Huh. Yeah, I can't believe there'd be a retro achievement for shiny hunting. That's absolutely insane. I was about to say, I don't think I faced this chick, did I? No. She's like, you looked at me, didn't you? Maybe? What's it to you? Go and kill you. Ba 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 ba. Whenever I play J2, whenever I play J2, whenever I play Gen 2, another pain in the ass thing I'm gonna have to do is get that Tyranitar. I'll probably do the same thing I did in this game, like I'll get a repro of Crystal that actually works decently. Get the make sure it can transfer between shit. You know, test it out. And then I'll get like either a Larvitar or a Pupitar from one game and just transfer it over there and like go through it. You know what I mean? Normal like. Just to get to the 55 for that XP boost, because it's a traded Pokemon. Would have been funny if Pikachu actually stayed asleep. Oh, and like he just stood there the entire time until you like left the Pokemon Center. That would be kind of amusing, actually. But yeah, it's current lineup basically game-wise is you know, finish Ghost Rider, of course. Gotta finish that Monday. This and whenever I get Dragon Ball Z thing, do that. And start 10-2 in June. Maybe not the first week of June, but in June. Which, I mean, that's only like 3 weeks away anyway, so... Like, I think Memorial Day is, not next Monday, but the following Monday, I want to say. You bet your ass I'm going to go yard selling during that weekend at some point. Yeah, I was not in the mood, because I already spent so much money this week anyway. You know, like, I got that Super Nintendo stuff Monday, so... Like, that was 150 bucks, so... Also have to deal with her in Gen 2. Deal with who? Deal with Keiko? I'm trying to think of another, oh, the Legendary Beast. That's gonna be a pain in the ass, too. I'm not looking forward to doing that. There's a certain technique you can do with it. I know in Crystal, they at least show you what, they show you what, Suicune is. So, like, you can track Suicune. But for Raikou and Entei, it's literally a roll of the dice. So... And I'll most likely... Oh, right, you have to deal with Whitney. Yeah. Whitney can be trouble. I mean, I'm more concerned about the Legendary Beasts in that game, to be honest. And as for actually completing the Pokedex in that, I'm trying to think of, well, Celebi, I'll literally have to do a cheat to unlock that. Which should be no problem. I believe you can just use cheats straight from the emulator that this operator is running through, so I'll just use a cheat for that. Oh, and Lugia, they give you passes for that in the game, so that's not a big deal. In Crystal specifically, you can get both. And I guess that's it for the legendaries then, in Gen 2 then. Legendary birds, I'll just transfer that to Gen 2, so that's not a big deal. Same thing for Mewtwo and Mew, so... And if I really wanted to be ambitious trying to complete the Pokedex in Gen 3, that would be a fucking nightmare. For that, I'd probably have to actually use my GameCube, because, I think you can only get certain, Gen 2 Pokemon from, like, Stadium, or not, I'm sorry, not Stadium, Coliseum and XD Gala Darkness. Like, you catch them as Shadow Pokemon or some shit. I think that's the only way you can, complete those. Unless you get them from Fire Red or Leaf Green, which... I have legit copies of, so that's not a big deal. Wait, that'd be a lot of playing to do, though. Pikachu, you can probably do one more battle before I gotta switch out or heal. Alright, you got a Spearow? Not bad, not bad. Gonna fuck its face up now. Boom. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of having a blast. Maybe I should just stream this when I get home. But I really want to get that RuneScape shit. I keep forgetting to check it. Did it sign me out already? Yeah, it signed me out. Oops. I was too idle. Yeah, I believe it's a 30-minute timer before you're kicked off. So I gotta kind of keep an eye on that a little bit. What was my skills at? Okay, 22.5 million fishing experience, nice. 27 million cooking, yeah, that's good shit. Let's go, bud. We can switch out with Mankey for at least a couple battles. I know there's a Pokemon Center further ahead before you actually get in Mount Moon. Now for that Mount Moon, I'm definitely going to bring up a map for that. It's just one of those things where I can't memorize certain locations. And it shaves time off of me getting confused, so why wouldn't I use a map? For a game I've played like fucking 10 times, probably. If not more. Oh, goddamn. I did stay up kind of late. I think I went to bed at like 3 o'clock, so I probably didn't get enough sleep if I woke up at 9. Oh well. Fuck that Metapod up. Could have already been a Butterfree, but hey, whatever. Don't question him. Yeah, you're done like dinner, you're right. Because you lost. You're a loser. Also, I think this chick has a Jigglypuff or a Clefairy. I did not touch you, girl, okay? Like, calm the fuck down. Like, if you don't want to be touched, maybe don't go outside in front of, like, a bunch of trainers that are probably creepy and weird. I'm gonna use low kick, hopefully knock it out in one hit, because fuck Sing. Damn, it just barely stayed alive. Oh, it flinched! Let's go. Bye-bye. Yeah, I could have sworn that chick had a Clefairy too. I guess not. I want to say there's a hidden item here, but I'm not concerned about it. Yeah, one critical error I made when I first played this. Ooh, it's Sandshrew. Okay, I believe you can catch a Sandslash in the that one cave. Indigo Plateau, I believe a Sandslash can spawn there. So we're actually gonna catch this Sandshrew now, just because there's no need for me to evolve it, and it's a thing. So get that son of a bitch. All right. And if you really wanted a ground type early, I guess you could technically you could use this for Lieutenant Surge. You'd have to level it up though. Oh, this is a mouse. It's a ground mouse. Its body is dry. When it gets cold at night, its hide is said to become coated with a fine dew. Hmm. Okay. And I think Jigglypuff actually has a rare chance to spawn there too, that little patch, I want to say. I mean, I don't really want to go through Mount Moon right now, so I might actually just try to look for that fucking Jigglypuff. Let me check, though. Okay, no, it's further ahead. Fuck, I might have to do that then. Yeah, there's nothing but Zubats in this tunnel. Well, no, actually, I take that back. There is Clefairies in there, too. Maybe we'll get a Clefairy, I don't know. We can get the King of Magikarp for 500 Poké-Dollars, but, that'd be kind of stupid. One, that's a bit too much money for something I could just fish a little later. And two, we already have a water type. It's called Blastoise, bud. Probably gonna teach us some kick-ass moves. Unfortunately, I do not have repels, so this is gonna make this kind of annoying. At least I don't need flash for this cave. Let me open up a map. I know there's still like an interactive map. I think I bookmarked it actually. This thing is so damn useful. Yeah, there it is. PokemonCompletion.com. Yellow. Oh, that's crazy. You can actually even load your save file into this thing. That's pretty sweet. Oh wow, and you can even you can simulate events, I guess. I'm not sure what it means by that. I guess you can replicate the Toys R Us Mew with your save file by modifying it. That actually sounds pretty cool, actually. And there's also the Nintendo Power Pikachu from Nintendo Power October 1999 edition. I don't know what that is. Is that the... Oh, is that the Pikachu that can surf? Yeah, that's what it is. That's awesome, dude. That is fucking awesome. Wow. And apparently there are only 1,000 winners for that? That's nuts. Yeah, listen to this bullshit. This is why cheats and hacks are needed. There's a Poketour Mew. I believe this is the only thing that was, like, non-Japanese. It was distributed using Mew machines to players who attended the Poketour at various shops in Australia. There were two separate tours, the Red Tour and the Blue Tour. It was given away to players who mailed their game cartridges to Nintendo Australia from August 31st to October 1st, 1999, with the following addressing information: Mew 151, Pokemon Download, P.O. Box 804, Scoresby 3179. These Mews have all the following IVs, which I'm not going to read. So yeah, it was only available from Australia by turning your game cartridge for like a month. Like, what the fuck were they thinking, dude? To my knowledge, there's never been any legit way for actual Americans to get Mew. That's why we have that shit like the glitch and action replay and stuff. So stupid. As for the surfing Pikachu, to my understanding, you can actually win one from Pokemon Stadium by doing a really weird tournament. But I might just do the simulatable events instead, because like, it's a really stupid process to get it. Wait, that's pretty cool that this thing will literally just modify your save file to add that event in. I like that. Anyway. Where the fuck's Rock Tunnel? Oh, it's way over here. Or, I meant Mount Moon. That's what I meant to say. Let me try to get to the, Come on. Yeah, if I see a Clefairy, you bet your ass I'll grab it. And I guess Sandshrews can show up here too. But naturally, we're gonna take down any trainer that we see. The TMs I might leave for now, unless I really think I'm gonna use it. Because there's only a certain amount of... You know, there's only a certain amount of, shit we can get. I was kind of tempted to catch that Geodude. I might get it later, I don't know. I believe you can get a Graveler later in the game. Or then again, you can find Geodudes probably in Rock Tunnel, so... Clefairy! Making sure my fishing's still going on in RuneScape. Yeah, I believe Clefairy, it might only be on certain maps in the Mount Moon. But I want to say it's like a 5% encounter rate or something like that. I know Paris can appear. We'll probably grab the Paris. Because I don't think we'll see one for a while. And I don't even think Parasect... I don't think Parasect can be in the game. So... use Low Kick. I forgot Clefairy was a normal type. Should have done that from the get-go. Yeah, fuck him up. Kick that Clefairy in the face. Yeah, you lost. Deal with it. What is that? God, this fucking scrolling mouse is really pissing me off. It says there's an item over there. I don't know what the fuck it is, though. We'll grab the potion. There's another trainer here, too. Hello. I kind of just want to miss some of these items. I'm not gonna need them. Another random potion, a rare candy. We'll basically never use those, unless we need it for a kind of annoying evolution. Like, I'm kind of tempted to do that on Dragonite, but since I might actually use the Dragonite in Stadium, I probably shouldn't use it. Get Pikachu in this, please. Do that. Alright. Mess you up. Probably go back to the Pokemon Center, to be honest. Let's get this potion. I guess I could catch the Zubat. Probably. Because I know Golbat shows up at some point. Crobat doesn't exist in this game, so that's not a big deal. Yeah, we'll catch the Zubat. You fucker. Yeah, Mickey's getting knocked out with Leech Life. Oh no. Gotta love how the critical sound is overriding the the sound effect for catching a Pokemon. You know what, maybe hit him a little more. Maybe get him in the red, I don't know. Do something. Oh. Oh, well, whatever. I killed him. Yeah, what is this thing to the south, then? Oh, okay, that's TM12. Shit. Probably a worthless TM, to be honest. We're gonna go back to heal. Yeah, unless I really wanted to shotgun through this tunnel, we're probably not gonna finish this before I gotta leave. I'm gonna at least get the trainers that are around here. And I do gotta grab the, I gotta grab the Moonstones, we'll need them. 2 we'll need for the Nidorinos. 1 we'll need for Clefairy. I think what is used for, Jigglypuff to turn to Wigglytuff, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Sounds right. I don't think Moonstones are used at all for, Gen 2 Pokemon, are they? If so, I don't fucking remember. I know there's some weird Pokemon I don't think I've ever gotten, like Yanma. I don't think I ever got that in Gen 2. Or what's that other weird one? Skarmory, because it's like found just outside of like Mount Silver, like at the very fucking end of the game. And I think it's a rare encounter too. I have caught a Delibird before, just for its gimmick, the present move. I always thought it was kind of fascinating. Yeah, Gen 2 100% completion will be kind of nuts. This probably won't be until at least next year, because I'll probably be doing a Ash playthrough first. I don't know which version of that game I'm going to play. I guess whichever has like the most Ash Pokemon to it. I don't know. Hey, our first electric type. Definitely early place to find something like that here. Because we can't even get an electric type until the power plant, I guess. And I think we need Surf for that, so that'll be a while. And I'm getting all the XPs just because I have 2 Pokemon now. Learn Karate Chop, nice, nice. Yeah, Focus Energy is a damn good move to have in Gen 1. I think Mankey learns that. Better check before you use one. I mean, I will. I mean, Moonstones are... I'm gonna get Moonstones anyway from, like, other versions of the game. So... Okay, let me look at the map. I had to just minimize that map so I can look at the chat at the same time. Okay, there is just another potion in the corner. We'll grab that. I'm gonna skip the rare candy, just because I don't want... I likely won't be using it. Unless it's a Pokemon for an evolution I do not care about using in, like, the stadium games. Fight this trainer. There's an escape rope to the right and up. I will grab that. Because you can't even buy those from the shop yet, so... Yeah, unfortunately, the Bulbasaur that we're getting outside of this tunnel, I think it's only like level 10, so we're gonna have to grind it up a bit. So, kind of lame, but it shouldn't take that long. I might actually, oh no, there's a Team Rocket Grunt there I gotta fight. I was gonna say, I might actually skip an area of Mount Moon that just has, like, a couple items. I think one's a TM and one's like a Carbos or something, but there's a Team Rocket Grunt there that I should probably be fighting, so we'll go to him soon. That's the rare candy. We can always, a cool feature I saw with Stadium, you can actually transfer items from your cartridge games into the actual, like, N64 console. I think that's actually kind of cool. Because you're not given enough room if you want to grab everything in the Gen 1 games. So, I could always just do that for a bit of a buffer for items. The only items I'll probably be using that for is, like, the stat boosting ones. Which is, as you might imagine, pretty useful for Pokemon Stadium. Or I would assume you could use, like, PP ups too. That could probably be useful. Like, say you have a custom Pokemon that has Fire Blast, instead of having, 5 PP, of that, give them a couple of PP ups, and now you have 7. That could make the difference in a tournament, so... Fire Blast is the fucking shit, as we know. Fuck up that Zubat, please. Thank you. Probably switch it with Pikachu. Get the escape rope. Okay, I want to get the trainer way up here, and then we're actually going to go in the ladder. It'd be cool if a Clefairy showed up. Would be cool. Can I just quick attack you to get you weak enough to catch? That's probably as good as I'm gonna get that. This will be a lot more manageable when I start to get more money. But like, if I know the evolution for it is like later on, like I'm damn sure Golbat's in like Rock Cave or something like that, then I might as well just get Zubat now. Emits ultrasonic cries while it flies. They act as a sonar used to check for objects in its way. Oh boy. Or if I really wanted to, I could just evolve into Golbat. I think it evolves at like 22 or some shit. So... could just babysit it when I'm like most of the way through the game, you know? Hey, look, an Oddish. We're gonna fuck it up. I might actually be better off with Mankey. I think it's kind of resistant to electricity. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get Mankey in. Isn't Mankey low on health, though? No. He should be fine. Get him back in. Yeah, I'm gonna be ending it here about 20 minutes, so... hell, I'll use Karate Chop, whatever. If I remember right, Low Kick, it's supposed to do more damage the higher the weight is of the enemy. So probably wouldn't do much on a fucking plant. So... yeah, use Karate Chop. Nice critical hits. Very good, very good. Fuck that thing up. Alright. Yeah, we'll go down the, ladder here. And I believe this goes to the little nook where the Rocket Grunt is. Yeah. Go and kick his ass then. Yeah, they're Pokemon gangsters if you guys didn't know that. So fucking hardcore, dude. Actually, you know what? I could probably just kick the Sandshrews ass with Quick Attack. That's kind of too much effort. Just get Mankey in here. Whatever. Just do that instead. Low kick alone should knock him out. Well, I guess after another hit it will. No, not my accuracy. Okay, now Pikachu can go back in with the Rattata action. I'll give him a potion though, he's a little low. Man, I got just I got a team of like a bunch of people. A bunch of Mons. And you see, this is one of the instances where like it'd be nice to just have Quick Attack, because I know it'll knock him out. Yep. And Zubat, it's a flying type, so it's pretty much an instant win. I forgot it remembered Quick Attack. We'll finish it with Thundershock and move the fuck on. Pikachu learning Double Team. Yeah, we can get rid of, go and get rid of Tail Whip. I'd rather you up your, evasion than anything. Huh, he's like, I blew it, oh no! I'm gonna save real quick, just cause. Feel like the right idea. I want to check what this is first before I grab it. Oh, okay, this is the HP up. We definitely want that. And, let's see. We'll go back. We'll go to that other ladder. With that other trainer. Oh wait, no, there's let me check something. Okay, I was just checking. By the time we go through another tunnel, it'll we'll be able to have repel, so it'll be easier. Yeah, we want to take this ladder here. This is the other one with, like, the 2 items. Yeah, and the Rocket Grunt here. We're pulling a big job. Get lost, kid. No? How about no? Getting close to that 25 million fishing XP, nice. Yeah, so tomorrow I will be working on my mom's garage, so when I do stream, it'll probably be night, or pretty close to it, so. And, I haven't looked ahead to see what my schedule is work-wise next week. So we'll see. I actually tried to look at how much Tom actually had like vacation-wise. I don't have any hours of that yet. I think that's because I'm in my 90 days. I'd have to read the fucking manual again. Or just ask my boss when I go in tonight. Today. Now I'm damn sure this thing over here is a stat boosting item. Okay, well, still ethers are useful. We'll use those, like, for the Indigo League. I know this isn't a TM. What is it? Oh, no, it's a TM. Never mind. Oops. Because, like, not all TMs are great, and I don't like hoarding them all because of the limited space. Yeah, keep going. We'll have to heal the Pokemon Center before we try to do, like, that trophy to, you know, beat, Jesse and James with just Pikachu. Because I know Pikachu's health and PP is not in the best shape right now. Actually, I might as well give you another potion now, dude. Ba, 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 ba. Now, I don't know if that trophy is, like, you have to finish them off with Pikachu, or, like, you can't switch Pikachu out at all, like, during the fight. I'm assuming it's the latter. No need to use Zubat. Get him out. That's not gonna kill him. Yeah. Luckily, Leech Life is, like, really shit, so that shouldn't kill Pikachu. He is close, though. Finish him off. Keep using these potions, bruh. I'll have to buy some more. Do I at least have a couple thousand Poké Dollars? Okay, I have 5,000. That's not that bad. Yeah, we'll take on this last trainer here in the upper left-hand corner, grab the Moonstone, and then yeet out. Yeah, thanks for getting rid of that bot. I think Keiko wants in. I'm almost done, so I don't mind opening it up. Oh. I guess that was somebody else. I thought, Keiko was scratching on the door. Oh, dang. Oh, Mankey's out of that. Oh, can you do a last-ditch karate chop at least? Damn, there goes Mankey. Ain't that a bitch. Honestly, Sandshrew is probably better off just throwing in there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say before I fight him. Dang it, dude. I gotta use well, it's not like they're gonna use potions, so I might as well do as much as I can with Sandshrew. I'm hoping this guy has something other than ground type Pokemon. Come on. Come on, dude. And I just barely kill it. Yeah, good. Level 16 Pikachu, nice, nice. Oh, that was a... I thought that was a trainer encounter. You know what? Forget it. I'll just get the Moonstone. I'll fight that trainer next time. I gotta go to a center to heal. And I'm definitely glad that I got a, escape rope for free. And there's the Moonstone. Use that. Yeah, close enough. I gotta leave in like 20 minutes, so we'll just end it off here for now. Let me just deposit these Pokemons. Okay. Apparently Pikachu's very happy now. Nice. Very nice. Probably because he's getting stronger, if I'd imagine. I should see if he has an animation in the actual Mount Moon. I should test that out. So get you in there, get you in there, get Caterpie in there. Alright. Yeah, just real quick, how does it react in Mount Moon? Okay, so he's just happy still. Okay. Fine. Yeah, I want to say I'm gonna stream tomorrow, but we'll see if I really want to just play this more when I come back. Because this is quite fun. So let's see, Pokedex. I have 7, and I've seen 24. Got to get started somewhere, right? Oh, one thing, I need to make a backup save of this. You know, just to be super careful. So I want to quit. Data, start. Hello. We'll just call it, my name. Just call it Ryan Twitch, I guess. That's fine. Okay. And it was made. Nice. Alright. See who we can, maybe raid. I mean, it is pretty much the middle of the day, so. I need to make a freaking playlist of this for sure. I don't even know who this dude is. There's a follow channel called Vandalier playing Final Fantasy 14. I don't even remember who that is though. So, uh, actually, you're the only one even here, Omega. I'll probably just end the stream then. I don't feel like looking for anybody now. But yeah, have a good one.